What is up? This is your buddy Alert Wolf here to bring you another anime review. This time, sorry I'm looking away, something silly's happened to my computer. Anyway, this time is on Attack on Titan, episode 16. And this one is called What Should Be Done the Night Before the Counter-Offensive Part 3. Sorry about that. Had to move the camera there. Alright. Now before we get into this episode, I've been doing this on all the catch-up videos for this week. Basically, the reason what took me out of the game, so to speak, sorry about that, was the fact that I started a new job and I was working pretty ragged. Like last week I worked like 53 hours. So my timing wasn't right. I just didn't have the time to get these videos out of the way. However, this job does free me up for weekends, so I should be putting more out on the weekends. It's just that this last few weekends I've been doing car shopping, and that has monopolized all my time. But I'm happy to say I did manage to make a purchase. I bought a 2013 Hyundai Elantra GT, the hatchback in white, beautiful car, 17-inch rims, love it. So things are going well in my personal life. You know, I'm at two win-wins there. I'm new job, new car, beautiful things. And for my YouTube life, things are going well as well. 100 subscribers finally. Thank you, you guys out there. And that means I will be doing and starting my anime Redux series. Look for it this weekend, maybe. Later in this week, I will be putting that video out, and it's all thanks to you guys. Now, it'll also be my dedication video for 100 subscribers, so it'll serve two functions. Yeah. So let me jump and just so you know, I am doing this week's worth of episodes first, then last week's, or 2 weeks ago's episodes first, then last week's, and then I'm caught up. So right now, this is where it's going. All right, so let me jump right into it. This episode was epic in motivation. It was like a prep episode, if you know what I'm trying to say. Now, I don't know if it's ever been called that, but it's like a crowd warmer. You know what I mean? This is a crowd warming episode before the main event begins next episode. Basically, this is about epic moments in history, in life, you know. And that epic moment was the rest of the rookies, with the exception of one or two, such as I believe Anne, she didn't do it, blonde chick, joining the Survey Corps, and basically all of them coming to this decision. Armin obviously gonna go this route, but we really see it through the eyes, and Mikasa, we see it, you know, obviously she's gonna join, but we really see it through the eyes of Jean and Connie. Those are us. Those are the dudes with doubt. Though, even though Jean knows what he's doing, Connie doesn't. They're not even that certain. And then you have the pitch from the commander of the Survey Corps, and he basically tells them the truth. He says, listen, we're going to Aaron's house. It may hold the secret to how Aaron became a Titan. It's the Titans in general. We could win the war. I'm not gonna lie, a shit ton of you are gonna die. At least 30%. However, those of you that survive, your survivability rate will be extremely high because you'll be badass as a motherfucker. You'll be veterans. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty bad. Armin was surprised that he would even reveal such information, knowing half of them will leave. And then there was this cool scene where they all start walking away, and only the people staying behind are staying, but it's like an ocean of people is flooding over them. And Jean is trying to keep his nerve, and he does. And I thought that was a very good scene. It was very well done, very well animated. I like it conceptually. And then, you know, then we have Aaron doing his chores, and he sees his buddies. That's when he finds out that Fauner dude is dead. I'm sorry, he was always gonna be Fauner. And that's when he figured, you know, and that news hits him hard. Because he's like, oh, what did he join the military police? And Gene ends up having a few words with Aaron later on in the episode where he wants to know what happened. Is it true you didn't lose control and try to kill Mikasa? And that scar on her face appeared after that. He didn't even realize that had happened. And you don't remember it? Yeah. And he goes, no, I want to know exactly what we're in for and exactly what's going to happen because, and he grabs him, we have our faith in you, man. And it wasn't that he was putting him down. It was just the opposite. He wanted to know what they were in for because Aaron represents hope. And Gene, his rival and friend, basically affirmed that notion. And I thought that was pretty cool. Then, of course, they're getting ready. Basically, they're just going to do a quick stroll outside, sort of to test to see how these new unit with the new recruits is going to do before they attempt the major one. And that's how the episode ends. This episode, all in all, was a 3. It had a lot of epic moments for the characters, and it did its job. It drew me in and made me feel what they were feeling at the time. Now, not much happened, except for we found out who's joining the survey squad. And for the most part, with the exception of the blonde chick, I assumed that anyway. You know, they had the moment when they put on the capes and all of that, you know, and the crest changing, you know what I mean? But that's all it really was, just a collection of motivational badass moments. And that's what it was for. It was to amp us. It was to rally us so that when we watch the next few episodes, we are pumped. And in that, it succeeded. That was the purpose of this episode, and it completely succeeded. But again, like I said, nothing much happened, you know? So I can't give this a higher episode, a higher rating, because nothing really happened. But they succeeded. You know, it didn't feel like filler. It didn't feel like, not that I would know what filler is, because again, I haven't read the comics yet, so, or the manga, but that's how it, but it was still epic, and it still pumped me up, and that's good. That's good, because you know, that's what this episode should have done. But I think that's enough out of me, right? I don't really have anything else to say about this episode, except for there was that one funny scene where Mikasa's like, I'm gonna get that little guy who went too far, you know what I mean? She's all worried. But next episode looks like it's gonna be amazing. I don't know yet, don't tell me. But actually, by the time you toss down comments, I probably have watched it and done a review on it. It just wouldn't be up yet. But anyway, so that's enough out of me. Click it up if you like it, comment if you must, and please, please, please subscribe if you can. And those of you that did, thank you for making me reach 100. All right, and this is Alert Wolf signing out.